Hey guys, I'm Kristen from Rage Against the Minivan.
And I'm Sarah from Whirl.
We're here to talk about Downton Abbey again.
Episode
5.
Five.
Episode 5. We've recovered somewhat
A little bit.
from Sybil's death. We're still reeling just a tiny bit.
A little bit.
But we're moving on.
I guess.
We're angry with the show, but we're sticking in. Resentment is there.
I feel it
but
deeply.
We're still hanging in.
We're hanging in there for you, Downton.
Oh, okay. So the family's grieving. Obviously.
Reeling from the loss.
Yeah, all wearing black. It's so sad.
It is so sad.
Okay, so Robert and Cora is majorly pissed at her husband.
Which she should be.
I really have to say, you look at these characters and think, like, what would I do if I was in this situation?
Yeah.
I just don't know how a marriage could recover.
Oh, no.
I really don't, because he really, I've watched that death episode twice. He really did.
Oh, yeah.
Block the efforts of the doctor to save her.
Yes, he did. And she makes that clear. I mean, she even used those words with him. She's had plenty of digs on him just saying, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You caused this.
I just don't know how you get past that, and I think with the added in grief, you do, like the Dowager wisely said last episode, you do look for someone to blame.
Right.
And he is there.
Right.
So
they're at major odds.
Yeah.
And he's just, Robert in this whole episode is just pompous and angry and just all around mean. And I don't know if he's just because that's the way he's processing his guilt.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the whole episode, he's just
he is mean and super
so
judgy
mean.
about everything.
Even at the breakfast the next day when they ask Thomas what his plans are and he says, oh no, I think I'm going to leave. And he's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Who says that to their son-in-law right after his wife dies? And it just, that whole part was, I don't really understand why they are making his character so unlovable right now.
Well, and then he was so mean about the christening, just so disapproving about the Catholic christening.
Right.
Which I know, and I'm sure there's a lot of context that we don't understand.
Right.
About, just religious ties. And they alluded to the fact that we're not even sure if Catholics are loyal to the Queen, kind of thing. So I know that there's a lot of socio-political stuff involved in that, but he is just being so...
Oh, so
uncool.
Just so uncool. Yeah. Robert did have that nice conversation with Violet.
With his mom.
Where you really get a mother-son feeling from them that you don't really get. Usually she's so quippy, but you really see her emotions there. And I thought it was really interesting how she was just saying, how nobody's unhappily married in our
like the life of nobles, you're not unhappy.
Sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
Like everything is happy, and that would be a really hard life to lead. And I'm sure tons of people did live in horrible marriages, but they just
as a woman, you can't leave.
No,
you can't leave.
Anyway, right? Yeah. You couldn't leave no matter what.
Suck it up.
But the nobles have to be so. Look at our wonderful life. And
so she suggested that Cora just go to New York or just time away from each other.
Right. So what else? Ethel's gonna get some cooking lessons.
So again, Miss Patmore, I'm liking her. She was so cool with Mrs. Hughes with the cancer scare, and now she's stepping it up despite the fact that judgy Mr. Carson's is prohibiting anyone from dealing with Ethel, but she's stepping it up and helping her. Which I was laughing though, like a salmon mousse, really? Like that's what you're gonna pick?
Really?
First of all, that's like the sound salmon mousse makes me want to gag.
That sounds so like frothy fish.
But and then the fact that that's like what she decides to have her cook instead of something easy.
Right. Yeah, I don't really get that.
And I love that she's helping her and
they are definitely making her character more lovable.
Yes.
This
they
season,
are.
Which is nice. She is so cute. I love
cute.
Mrs. Patmore.
I know, I do too.
We didn't talk about just with the Catholic argument how Mary is really standing up for Branson and going against, because Mary's always been like the golden child for Robert. And she is dishing it right back to him.
She said something like, I'm always for you, but I'm against you on this one.
So that's good to see. I maybe like Mary a little better.
And then there was a point when they were like, she and Matthew were laying in bed and just kind of talking about how precious life is and how they have to, that was so sad. We have to cherish each day with each other.
I know, and that showed a real moment between them too.
It did. Because I feel like it's been a little dry between them since they got married. So I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, they love each other.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then the quadrangle continues.
The quadrangle again. Just in case
you're
the chart out
wondering,
again.
I have my chart for everyone to see. The love quadrangle.
Again,
Daisy loves Alfred. Alfred loves Ivy. Ivy loves James.
And Thomas does too.
Thomas does too. And everyone is mad at everybody else and what's going to happen with that. And oh, Daisy, she just loves that Alfred so much. And Alfred's such a goof. I mean, he's adorable, but he's just such a they would be so cute together.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of similar.
It kind of seems like James flirts with Daisy a little bit.
I think
he
flirts.
I think
he flirts with everybody.
He's equal opportunity.
He is equal opportunity. But I'm interested to see because I'm starting to, as watching the show and being a fan, I'm starting to really want Daisy and Alfred.
I know.
To get together because they'd be really cute.
They would be really cute.
Just like a couple of bumbling idiots.
I know.
Not really, no, not but just kind of
so this episode, Daisy has the farmer offer her to run the farm.
To be his heir,
Yeah. Which is so interesting because, she said, I always pictured my life of service, and then he kind of brings up, do you think these huge mansions are going to run like this in 40 years? You have 40 years left.
Yeah.
So I feel like he kind of has his finger on the pulse of the times where she hasn't really thought that far forward, but I hope she does it.
I hope she does too. And how sweet that he took her under his wing.
Oh,
he is so sweet.
So sweet.
Okay, so what else?
Oh, Violet the Dowager starts to meddle with the doctor, trying to get the doctor to
lie.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So that, this marriage can repair.
Yeah. Which I understand where she's coming from because she's trying to save the marriage. But I feel so bad for Dr. Clarkson. All he wanted to do was help save her. And now he's being told that he's going to have to go over to them and be like, you know what? I was wrong. We couldn't have done anything. She was going to die regardless.
Which he
knows it's a lie. Yeah.
Which is surprising. But then, it's so sad though because it really does seem to relieve both of them a lot to hear that. Like,
I know.
You can visibly see them it did help them process.
Right.
A lot. Help them make sense of the whole thing. And it probably honestly was true. She delivered the baby and still died.
Right.
So there's nothing to say to C-section. Who knows?
Right. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? So that did help. Robert's totally being jerkwad too when he busts into Isabel's lunch and freaks out that they're eating at a place where Ethel is creating food. And
show me the flow chart, Robert, of what you think Ethel should do at this point. How can she redeem herself? Does he think she should just commit suicide and shame? What does he think she should do?
I know, exactly. He's the one sticking his tongue down another, servant's throat last season. He's making me crazy. But I love that Cora just sticks it to him. He walks out of that room with his tail between his legs. He's like, let's go, we're out of here. And they're like, sorry, we're fine. See you, Robert.
I know.
So maybe, hopefully he will come around a little bit.
And hopefully this is just the grief talking.
I hope so, because he is making me crazy.
Okay, one little bit of good news.
What?
Free Bates.
Yes!
He's finally free!
No more prison! He's gonna be free. Mrs. Bartlett, or whatever her name is, signed the release about the pie.
Which I am equally happy that Bates is free and that this plot line is over. Equal for me.
Yes, so let's move along. We're out. Let's get rid of this prison. So, this was a good one, I thought.
Yeah.
Lots of good tender moments, lots of conflict and
cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
You think? So, let us know what you think about this episode, and we will see you next week.